Welcome once again to our monthly market updates. This is our last report for this year, the November-December market update. 2015 has been a great and exciting year for Gold Coast real estate. Confidence has certainly bounced back and there's been some very significant results across the prestige and broader sections of the Gold Coast market. This year we've seen a great level of activity and some significant price growth in a number of key areas. One case study in particular is our recent sale of 33 Naples Avenue on the Isle of Capri. This property, which we covered in our last report as being newly listed with an asking price of 5.75 to 6.25 million, was sure to set the market alight, and that it did. The property was actually sold, and whilst we have to keep the details confidential at this point, the property was sold in 21 days. This is certainly a welcome turnaround to where the market had been over the last 3 or 4 years. So it was a great result for the Isle of Capri, and it was also a great result for the central Gold Coast property market. Among some of the other key results in the market was our sale of 93 Hedges Avenue, a property which sold well above $5 million, which was a return to this price range along Hedges Avenue. We haven't seen that level of interest for in excess of 4 to 5 years. We also saw some great results return back into the prestige unit market. Of course, there was a sale, our sale of the sold penthouse for $7 million, sold under the hammer, $1 million above reserve, which was quite significant. But apart from that, we saw the Oracle penthouse here in Broadbeach sell for a price in excess of $8 million. These are prices that we haven't seen for some time, but are certainly a welcome change back into the Gold Coast market and the confidence that is now brewing once again.
As we head towards the end of the year, John and I, since the 1st of November, have sold just over $11.5 million worth of property, and that ranges from 1.4 to in excess of $5 million from riverfront to beachfront property. Of those sales, John mentioned the sale at 33 Naples as a significant sale, and we've also sold in the last couple of months 2 double blocks down in Palm Beach, right on the sand, one for $3,060,000 and another for $3,090,000. Palm Beach right at the moment is definitely one of the hottest beachfront suburbs that we're seeing across the coast, and we expect that to continue into 2016. Another strong result that we're seeing in the last couple of weeks in our central Gold Coast marketplace was a dry block in Amalfi Drive, an old single level brick and tile place that is going to be renovated or knocked over. It was purchased by one of our clients for $920,000. Now most expectations were for that to sell in the early 8s, and that's another sign of prices improving as they have through the entire 2015. Our outlook into 2016 is very positive. We see the infrastructure investment and development investment that's happening across the city, coupled with the low dollar and low interest rates, as a positive for the city. We've just sold 2 properties to offshore expats who are relocating and purchased sight unseen, and a lot of our inquiry is now coming from interstate. One of the things we've really seen change this year in the real estate industry is the strength of internet marketing. Our days on market have really dropped, with realestate.com, domain.com and mcgrath.com delivering a database of buyers and selling properties within 3 to 14 days. Recently we just sold a property for $2 million in 72 hours by launching it online, and that's part of the times changing in real estate. The 1st of December was also a trigger for pool compliance laws to come into play into Queensland. That's something that's going to be an interesting factor to watch over the next couple of months, as all pools in Queensland are now required to be compliant, and contractual obligations of sellers are up to the lawyers now to work out how they have to be worded in contracts to protect the sellers and also the purchasers as we move forward into 2016. On a company note, it's very exciting times for McGrath as we finish up 2015 with the company now floating on the stock exchange. We're going into some really exciting growth times. We're currently at 76 offices across Australia, and the float will allow the company to grow in great ways over the next couple of years, interstate and overseas. And John and I are both really excited for the future of the company that we work for. And to wrap up, John and I would both like to thank all of our clients, both buying and selling, and those who have referred us business through 2015. It's been a tremendous year for us and for the Gold Coast real estate industry. We thank you very much, and we look forward to doing business with you in 2016. If you'd like to think about selling next year or like to know the new market price of your property, please get in contact with either John or myself. In the meantime, if you're travelling through the festive season, please be safe and have a great time with your families.